afternoon, you're watching ABC News. This is ABC Midday, and I am Peggy Nyakwabano. Coming up in the next hour. The Ghana Armed Forces has announced the resumption of its 2025-2026 recruitment exercise in the Greater Accra region, beginning Thursday, November 20, 2025, following the tragic stampede at the Elwak Stadium. Former Member of Parliament for Anyaso Utom set to sue the government for every case of child deformity linked to illegal mining activities. Still to come, the People's National Party cries foul over what it describes as the steady erosion of Ghana's democratic foundations under the current National Democratic Congress. In business, fuel prices have begun rising at the pumps today, following routine two-week review of petroleum product prices and pricing outlook data from the Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies, projecting a 1% to 4% increase per litre across products. On the international front, former Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina, has been found guilty of crimes against humanity and sentenced to death. Stay with us. We have details of these and more coming up shortly.
Hey, so mommy, who is going to do my day jollof?
Oh, Kwame. You know our secret, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, me. I've got it.
Your Gino Jollof mix.
The perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time. And there you have it, your original Ghana Jollof.
Jollof so good.
Jollof so cool. Tasty, yeah.
What is going on here?
Enjoy Jollof the Ghana way. Gino Jollof is made with the perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time.
This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome back from the break. You're still watching ABC Midday News here on ABC News Ghana Television. We're streaming live on Facebook at ABC News GH_. Now to the details. The Ghana Armed Forces has announced the resumption of its 2025-2026 recruitment exercise in the Greater Accra region beginning Thursday, November 20, 2025. The exercise was halted following a stampede at the Elwak Stadium on Wednesday, November 12, 2025, which resulted in multiple casualties, including 6 fatalities. In a press statement issued by the Department of Public Relations at Burma Camp on Monday, November 17, 2025, and signed by Captain Veronica Ajo Ahen from the Ghana Navy, Acting Director General of Public Relations, the Ghana Armed Forces said the screening process will now take place across 8 sub-centers within 5 key locations in the region. These are Elwak Stadium with 2 centers, Nicholson Park, Burma Camp with 2 centers, Air Force Base, Burma Camp, Training and Doctrine Command, Teshi, 2 centers, and the Eastern Naval Command, Tema. According to the Ghana Armed Forces, all qualified applicants grouped into batches of 600 will receive SMS notifications detailing their reporting dates, batch numbers, and designated centers. Applicants have also been urged to regularly check the recruitment portal for updates and strictly follow instructions. The statement further cautions that family members and friends will not be allowed at the screening centers to reduce congestion and that non-applicants will be denied entry. The Ghana Armed Forces also confirmed that the Board of Inquiry investigating the circumstances leading to the last week's stampede is currently at work. To ensure a fair process, the entire Greater Accra recruitment team has been replaced. We'll be bringing you more conversations on this, but in more news, the Ghana Catholic Bishops' Conference is urging the government to adopt far more radical measures in the fight against illegal mining, including the declaration of a state of emergency at high-risk mining areas. In a communique issued at the end of its annual plenary assembly held in Damango in the Savannah region, the conference described the scale of ecological destruction caused by Galamsey as a profound moral crisis and a spiritual challenge. The bishop stressed that a synodal church recognizes creation not as a resource to be exploited, but as a covenantal partner deserving of respect and care. According to the communique, recent figures show Ghana has lost more than 5,252 hectares of forest reserves to illegal mining in 2025 alone, while 44 of the 288 forest reserves are now considered degraded. An estimated 75% of the country's mining rivers are polluted, largely due to mercury and cyanide used in unregulated mining operations. While acknowledging initiatives such as the establishment of the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat, the bishop said the scale of devastation demands more aggressive national response. They called on President John Dramani Mahama to announce tougher interventions, including a state of emergency in high-risk illegal mining zones, swift and impartial prosecution of offenders, regardless of political ties. Still on Galamsey stories, former Member of Parliament for Anya Sowutum, Dr. Adomako Kisi, says he is considering legal actions against the government for every case of child deformity linked to illegal mining activities. He explained that such actions may be the only way to reconcile the government and compel it to take further actions against the fight of Galamsey.
Seriously considering if I need to get some lawyers, take government, and this is not about NDC, take government to court, sue them heavily for every case of neonatal deformities that we are seeing now. And it is on the increase. Cancers are increasing. Even our food security is being damaged by this. Our security as a nation is being damaged by this. Take Ghana government to court, because I think that might be the only way that we can re-conscientize government to do the right thing. And I must say that whilst I was growing up, I thought that lawsuits were not good. But I think the total sum of lawsuits have helped people
Meanwhile, former Member of Parliament for Anyansautum, Dr. Adamako Kisi, has accused President Mahama of associating with Galamsey campaigns, a situation he believes is undermining the country's efforts to curb illegal mining. He further challenged the NDC government to publicly admit that portions of its campaign funding were sourced from proceeds for illegal mining.
Key thing, and I keep saying that, because the people, the kingpins are at the table with Bahama eating together, it's going to be very difficult. And it's okay for the NDC administration to come out and admit that, listen, we got financed into power by Galamseyers, and we are still in bed with the Galamseyers.
Because how sure are you on that? That the kingpins are on the same table with the president?
One is this current MP, who's a small fish in a pond, you know, who then had to call his boss, and his boss, who we all know publicly has said that he was even powering the Galamseyers with electricity. My key thing, and I keep saying that, because the people, the kingpins are, it's okay for the NDC administration to come out and admit that, listen.
In more news, Executive Director of Eco-Conscious Citizens, Awula Sewa, has charged the international community to hold Ghana accountable in its efforts to combat illegal mining. According to her, despite ongoing work to clear the structures on the Ramsar site, the exercise was abruptly halted following what she described as phone calls, raising concerns about interference and lack of freedom. She stressed that Ghana must move beyond making public procurement and focus on implementing and enforcing measures it announces in the fight against illegal mining.
Accountable. We don't just sign things, but we need to enforce. So I talked about our Ramsar site. As I speak, there are so many structures on our Ramsar site which we are told will be removed. Work started and maybe a few phone calls were made, and now I start to be corrected, but nothing seems to be happening. And this is going on across the board. So it's not a question of making pronouncements. It's a question of ensuring that whatever we say, we implement, we enforce. And the international community should just hold us accountable. But all the international community needs to do is to hold us accountable. We don't just sign things, but we need to enforce. So I talked about our Ramsar site. As I speak, there are so many structures on our Ramsar site which we are told will be removed. Work started and maybe a few phone calls were made, and now I start to be corrected, but nothing seems to be happening. And this is going on across the board. So it's not a question of making pronouncements. It's a question of ensuring that whatever we say, we implement, we enforce. And the international community should just hold us accountable.
Now, political scientist and senior lecturer at the Kumasi Technical University, Dr. Samuel Friye, has called for improved stipend for personnel of the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat. According to him, the tempting nature of their work makes them vulnerable to bribery, and adequate compensation is essential to maintain integrity within the team. Dr. Friye further emphasized that NIMO's personnel undertake life-threatening duties and therefore deserve a comprehensive welfare package.
How are these individuals that are fighting, that the NIMO's members, the team, what package is for them because the work that they are doing is so tempting that they can't just talk about integrity. You can't just talk about no, I can't be bribed. You cannot. No, there has to be a package for these individuals, for their family, and for themselves. That no, if you want to get involved in this illegal mining, driving this illegal mining, then as a military officer with the team, a family, these are the package for your family, because it's life and death. Look at what happened at Widim. I think the director could have just be dead by now. And we don't have to wait as a Ghanaian that we always think that when somebody is no more, and that's where we go and come out and a fund to take care of their family or whatever, there has to be an already package. Motivate them. They should be well paid. They should be well motivated. It's not, and they have to be recognized at national platforms. The other voter, whatever. We have to reward, because what they are doing is so tempting that they will be bribed. How are these individuals that are fighting, that the 9 most members, the team, what package is for them as because the work that they are doing is so tempting that they can't just talk about integrity. You can't just talk about no, I can't be bribed. You cannot. No, there has to be a package for these individuals, for their family, and for themselves. That no, if you want to get involved in this illegal mining, driving this illegal mining, then as a military officer with the team, a family, these are the package for your family, because it's life and death. Look at what happened at Widium. I think the director could have just been be dead by now. And we don't have to wait as a Ghanaian that we always think that when somebody is no more, and that's when we go and come out and a fund to take care of their family or whatever. There has to be an already package. Motivate them. They should be well paid. They should be well motivated. It's not, and they have to be recognized at national platforms.
Stay tuned, we'll be bringing you more conversations regarding the Galamsey. But away from that, the palace of the paramount chief of the Kwehu area traditional council at Abene was attacked in the early hours of Monday, November 17, 2025, at around 4 a.m. by armed men reportedly dressed in police uniforms, claiming to be from the national security. Residents reported hearing gunshots inside the palace before the alleged abduction of the Kwehuhema Nana Adra Jemfua, who was at the palace at the time of the attack. In addition, the official Toyota Land Cruiser of the Kwehuhene was taken during the raid. Tracking information indicates that the vehicle is en route to Accra. The motive behind the raid and the abduction remains unclear. Both the Nkoko and Kwehu Divisional Police Command have stated that they had no prior knowledge of any operations conducted by the personnel who identified themselves as national security agents. Authorities are yet to provide official statements and investigations into the incidents that are reportedly underway. Stay tuned, we're going for a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Rent back with the beer open. Come on, let me see you. Where Jessica? My friend, see before.
It's the Telecel Too Much Money promo. Win cash daily, weekly, and a grand prize of 1.2 million Ghana cedis. Just reload or buy a bundle with Telecel Cash to earn points and stand a chance to win big. Dial *500# or visit the Telecel Play app to opt in and start winning in the Telecel Too Much Money promo. Terms and conditions apply. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
When is campaign? If you're a baby, many schedule no. If you know, meto chiaka. Inti ne, uno ba no mpe baby amobeda. Oh, no abeka. You did too much money. No matter.
Telecel, connecting energies.
The glam we see, the characters we love, They've got stories, stories untapped, events untold, the sequence and details of the experiences unheard.
To my dad, I'm the stubborn one. To my mom, he's the stubborn one.
To the first management that I got, I think I was made to like exercise like a whole year.
Hey, I'm 20. All I know is how to have sex.
I was out of contract for 4 years.
The pain, the agony, the frustration.
They make my depression worse.
Yes.
The hospital doesn't have a mortuary. We would have to take the baby in a box and then get rid of the body ourselves.
Sometimes I say something and they take it out of context and they bash my husband, they bash my family.
But hey, they survived and they're here to chronicle their journey with me, Miss G,
on ABC News GA.
Magic pepper and onion, a delicious tomato mix with tomato, pepper and onion. No grinding, no blending. Ya yenini na da da da. So pa mediane no abe.
Come on, Gino, do your magic.
And papa no kunu abefi.
Tasty magic.
Gino Magic Pepper and Onion. The magic that brings them home.
This advert is FDA approved.
Playing for your country, easy. Scoring, easy. Avoiding injuries, easy. Winning, easy. But you know what be easy now? Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Easy. It gets everything inside. Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted granules. Just add water, then sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy, made easy. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome back from the break. You're still watching ABC Midday News here on ABC News Ghana Television. We're streaming live on Facebook at ABC News GH_. Now, the Ghana Armed Forces has announced the resumption of its 2025-2026 recruitment exercise in the Greater Accra region beginning Thursday, November 20, 2025. Joining us on the line is Richard Kumar, the security expert and consultant, to have further conversations on this development. Good afternoon, sir, and thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Right, now, is the decentralization for the resumption of the Ghana Armed Forces recruitment exercise coming at a late time, considering that it had to take the lives of several people and also leave others injured?
Yeah, this is an army, we believe them. This is an army, we love them. This is an army, we believe they are one of the best, among the best in the world. But seeing the results they put out there, it look a little bit disheartening and very disappointing. So I'm not surprised they've decided to increase the numbers and decentralize it in a matter of the way they have done. What we are hoping for is that the levels of lackadaisical attitude we saw the last time, they will be a bit more prepared and they will be ready to receive the Africans and take them through the initial procedure as quickly as possible in a manner that depicts that of our Ghana Armed Forces, who we believe they are the best of all times in our lives.
All right. Now, days after the death of the girls, there hasn't been any individual held up for the investigation. Now, shouldn't we be seeing some actions taken in that regard now?
Okay, so if it is investigation, then presupposes that the investigation is not over or it's not completed. Okay. But I think they have to be accountable. They have to be responsible for their actions. And I agree with any action that ensures that people are held accountable and people are held responsible for the negative attitude and the disaster we saw at EWAC the last time. Because this is something they have done over and over and over again. And they are the host. They knew exactly what they were asking for, and they knew what was at stake. And so to put up that poor show, leading to the death of 6 people and a number of people in serious critical condition, is very disheartening and is very bad, and it's not the best we expect from our army. No matter what it takes, coming Thursday, let the best output be put out there. Let them go out there and do what they do best, and we will clap for them.
All right. Now, Mr. Kumado, the government has given some slots to families of the victims as compensation. How do you receive this?
No, government hasn't given a slot to them. Government is saying that the family should present people to be enlisted into the army in the place of those who are dead. The statement alone is a great opportunity, is great initiative. But if you have one of the people who have lost your daughter, I think that would be a little bit too harsh for you, particularly when they are not buried. And these are people who did not send their daughters to be killed or to die. And you're asking for replacement. I think it's a little bit too harsh. But otherwise, it's a great opportunity to serve your country and to do it at the level of the Ghana Armed Forces. So that is what it is.
All right. Now, since the recruitment incident, we have called for reforms of the military, the Ghana military recruitment process. Now, from what you said, what kind of restructuring or reforms do we need?
Now, I think what they have done now is just one of them.
Okay.
What they have done now is just one of them. After this, we will see what comes out, and we can prescribe the next lines of action. Okay. But what they have done is one of the creative things to do. We were of the view that they can use Accra Sports Stadium, use EWAC, use Lagos Stadium, and use Botema Stadium. But they decided to use the military installations and facilities. We were hoping that the media will be allowed in there, or they will go out there and put up a professional conduct and action. And this looked far better than what they did the last time. And I think we are a nation in transit, so many of these mistakes will be made, except that we didn't expect it to come from our army, that we hold them in high esteem. It was a bit disappointing. So we have the opportunity to make it again. Let's go and make amends and put up a better show so that we'll clap for them.
All right. Now, finally, there are calls for the forms, the purchase of application forms to be abolished because they see that the government is extorting money because they have a number of slots.
I agree with people. I agree with people. Yeah, because this is a digitalized system. I don't know the cost government is incurring. And it has been a debate between NDC and NPP how much the form should cost, whether they should charge at all. But we are charging the people, and if you need just 4,000 people, why are you selling form to 21,000 people? Is it not fraud and criminality? Which recruitment agency does that? That you know that you are looking for 4,000 people, and you have sold form to about 21,000 people. The difference is just too huge, and it borders on fraud and criminality. So the state itself is duping the people. And this practice has been on for some time. I will be happy and I will not be surprised if it is changes are effected, because this is a digitalized system. The same person applies to military, applies to police, applies to immigration, applies to fire. So if you spend about 1,000 cedis and you multiply 1,000 cedis for 10,000 people, or multiply it about 30,000 people, you know how much we are talking about. And the state is making money at the backdrop of people who are putting themselves out there to serve. It's also for the lack of education. People said, we went there to look for jobs. You don't go to the army to look for jobs. You go there to serve. And one way of serving is a sacrifice, but not the monetary sacrifice. And among the sacrifices, death will be one of them. And that is why I have always been of the view that if you are not from a military family and you intended to join the army, the Ghana Armed Forces in particular, then there will be the need to seek counseling, there will be the need to seek guidance, so that you'll be guided and you'll be counseled. Because it goes way beyond what you are seeing and people wearing military uniform and you're excited about it. You need to be counseled, you need to be guided, particularly when you are not from a military family. But I seriously think this charging of money, it creates all manner of distortions in the minds of people and it doesn't look right.
All right. Thank you for your time this afternoon, sir.
You're welcome.
That was security expert and analyst Richard Kumado. So we're having conversations on the back of the Ghana Armed Forces new directives with regards to screening for applicants who want to join the Ghana Armed Forces. Now, the stampede happened last week, and then people are saying that you have a number of people you want, you have a number of slots available, so why sell more than that number? That could have accounted for the crowded area, and then unfortunately the stampede that took the lives of about 6 females and injured others. Now, moving on, the People's National Party has expressed deep concern over what it describes as the steady erosion of Ghana's democratic foundations under the current National Democratic Congress administration. In a statement issued on Wednesday, November 12, 2025, and signed by its chairperson and leader, Janet Asana Nabla, the party accused the government of engaging in actions that undermine parliamentary independence, judicial integrity, and freedom of expression. According to the PNP, the NDC majority in parliament has altered long-standing protocols guiding the selection of Ghana's representatives to ECOWAS, sidelining the minority caucus and handpicking its preferred delegation. The party further alleged that the majority threatened to withdraw from ECOWAS when the regional bloc initially refused to swear in the delegation over procedural concerns. The statement also condemned what it described as interference in the judiciary following the vetting of a new Chief Justice, despite the substantive Chief Justice, Justice Araba Esaba Tokonu, challenging her removal in court. The PNP argued that the removal reflects gender bias and contradicts Ghana's commitment to the affirmative action law. We're going for a short commercial break. We'll bring you business news after.
Who is going to do my wedding jollof?
Oh, Kwame. You know our secret, right?
Yeah.
Efia.
Yes, me. I've got it.
Now add your Gino jollof mix.
The perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time. And there you have it, your original Ghana jollof.
Jollof Soko.
Jollof Soko. Tasty near.
What is going on here?
Enjoy jollof the Ghana way. Gino jollof is made with the perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time.
This advert is FDA approved.
Rent back with the beer open. Come on, come see what? Hey, wait, this guy. My friend, still the phone.
It's the Telecel Too Much Money promo. Win cash daily, weekly, and a grand prize of 1.2 million Ghana cedis. Just reload or buy a bundle with Telecel Cash to earn points and stand a chance to win big. Dial *500# or visit the Telecel Play app to opt in and start winning in the Telecel Too Much Money promo. Terms and conditions apply. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
When is campaign? If you're a baby, many schedule no. If you know, meto chiaka. Inti ene, uno ba no mpe baby amobeda. Oh no abeka. You did too much money. No matter.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Introducing Betway's Bet Influencer, a groundbreaking feature where you can make money by just sharing codes. He just needs to share his codes and make money. The more his codes are used, the more money he makes. Oh yes. So, what are you waiting for? Anyone can be a bet influencer. Share your codes and make money. Bet Influencer, another world first from Betway.
This advert has been approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Betway, get way more.
Welcome back from the break. You're still watching ABC Midday News here on ABC News Ghana Television. We're streaming live on Facebook at ABC News GH _. Up next is business news. In the world of business, oil marketing companies have begun increasing fuel prices at the pumps from today, November 17. This development follows the routine 2-week review of petroleum product prices and price and outlook data from the Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies, which projects a 1% to 4% increase per litre across products. Some oil marketing companies have adjusted their prices immediately, while others say they will observe market competition before responding. According to COPEC's Price and Outlook report, the expected increases are driven mainly by rising crude oil prices on the international market. Crude prices climbed by 2.95% in mid-November 2025 from $62.82 to $64.67 per barrel, amid elevated forecast risk linked to global tariff tensions, the U.S. government shutdown, and new sanctions on Russia oil. Reflecting this trend, major petroleum products also saw increases. Petrol rose by 3.85%, diesel surged by 12%, LPG increased by 6.97%. Even with the cedi's recent appreciation, the currency's gains were not strong enough to prevent upward adjustments at the pumps. In more business news, the Food and Beverages Association of Ghana has raised serious concerns about sharp increase in smuggled rice and sugar entering the country, saying the influx is crippling legitimate importers and denying the state significant revenue. According to FABAG, smuggling through unapproved routes such as Aflao and Elubo has recently overtaken much of the rice and sugar market, leaving lawful businesses unable to compete with cheaper, untaxed products. In a statement, the association criticized the government's slow and ineffective response despite years of warnings, arguing that high duty differences with neighboring countries are encouraging traders to bypass official channels. FABAG is calling for urgent nationwide enforcement, improved digital border monitoring, public reporting of enforcement actions, stronger inter-agency collaborations, and a fair review of taxes and tariffs. It warns that continued inaction could collapse both the formal import sector and the growing local rice industry, while also threatening agriculture and national food security. FABAG describes the situation as economic sabotage and urges policymakers to act quickly to protect jobs, revenue, and long-term economic stability. Still in business, investor interest in Treasury bills weakened again last week as the government recorded yet another undersubscribed auction. Total bids across the 91-day, 182 and the 364-day maturities amounted to 3.9 billion Ghana cedis, about 30.45% below the 5.68 billion Ghana cedis target. Bank of Ghana data shows that the 91-day bill dominated with 3.07 billion Ghana cedis in bids, of which 2.97 billion Ghana cedis was accepted. The 182-day bill received 613 million Ghana cedis in tenders, with 608 million Ghana cedis accepted, while the 364-day bill garnered 257 million Ghana cedis, out of which 254 million Ghana cedis was taken up. Yields edged higher across all maturities. Now, the 91-day rate rose by 10 basis points to 11.02% from 10.92% the week before. The 182-day bill increased by 5 basis points to 12.66% from 12.61%, and the 364-day bill climbed by 6 basis points to 13.08% from 13.01%. That is all for business news. Up next is sports with James Oheneba Makion.
Imagine a sport without rules, a game without passion, an arena without chance. What drives the champions? What fuels the rivalry? What separates the winners from the rest in the world of sports?
On the show, we shall start by interrogating your athletes of matters with expert insight from our renowned medical professionals, providing you with actionable advice and cutting-edge knowledge to prevent injuries and optimize performance. Then we'll connect you to the talking points where we'll bring you the big names, the famous faces, and leading voices on our radar in the world of sports for a lively conversation and diverse perspective.
Eugene Soti, your chief data guy on the talking point. On the African Tracker, I'll break down the performance of your favorite African players abroad, scrutinizing every detail and exploring the nuances and rules governing the game.
Meet us in your area for Area Take as we plug into sports perspective and hear your thoughts on every play of the game.
On Ghana Focus, we shall spotlight our domestic leagues and heroes of other sporting disciplines.
I'm James Makion, your go-to expert for everything local. I'll review the fixtures
From the locker room to the pitch and from the management to the fans, I've got you covered.
Oh la la! Don't miss out on the double excitement. It's a fun pack, pulsating and complete wrap of everything in sports, from boxing to football, tennis, NBA and more. Sports World on ABC with Victor and the team as every Wednesday from 7 to 8 p.m. Sports World on ABC. Sports beyond borders.
Introducing Betway's Bet Influencer, a groundbreaking feature where you can make money by just sharing codes. He just needs to share his codes and make money. The more his codes are used, the more money he makes. Oh yes, so what are you waiting for? Anyone can be a bet influencer. Share your codes and make money. Bet Influencer, another world first from Betway.
This advert has been approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Betway, get way more.
Hello, it's time for Sports on the Midday News with me, James Ohinbamakion. Let's start from the Ghana Premier League, and Asante Kotoko head coach Karim Zito has voiced his disappointment after an injury scare hit his squad. Now, the Porcupine Warriors drew 1-1 with Indiana Stars in the Ghana Premier League in an all-important home fixture at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium in Kumasi. Kumasi Asante Kotoko had to come back to secure a 1-1 draw with the Doma-based outfit in the Ghana Premier League on Sunday. Speaking after the game, Zito revealed injuries in the squad has become his headache.
In terms of the game, it is well fought. We came in to win. That was the motive behind all the play. But not losing and getting 1 point, I may say, is better than losing. But I'm not trying to find excuses. What I'm going through in this club is a big thing. If you don't have mental toughness, you can't. Every day of my week, some player will get injured. When you watch the 3 matches we played with the same squad, trying to build them into some squad, all of a sudden, 2 went off. So you saw it in the first half. The telepathy didn't work. So I have to tactically change fast to be more flexible in the middle, and they were able to, to equalize. We try as much as we can, but yet nature takes its own side, 1-1. So this is what I can say for now. But in terms of injury, I'm going through a lot.
Now, still in the Ghana Premier League, Midday have moved to the top of the Ghana Premier League table after another efficient performance against 11 Wonders. The Takwa-based side recorded a 2-1 win over the bottom place side on Sunday. Speaking after the game, head coach of Midday, Ibrahim Tanko, believes the side can go all the way to win this season's title.
Yes, I mean, looking at the important points today, I think, of course, we are on course. But the game itself, honestly, in the first half, we didn't do well. We lost a lot of balls. The energy was down, but I think in the second half, 50-50, but I mean, we managed to get the win. I think that's the most important, and I congratulate the boys. No, I mean, it's fantastic, and the performance of him is always getting up, and I think to win a league or to win any cup, you need a very good goalkeeper, and I think we have one in the person of Felix, and I think he did very well.
Nana Kofi Bado at the point came to the game to change the game. I saw that people were putting so much pressure on you. You did some quick changes, and that really...
Now from the Ghana Premier League, let's shift our attention to the World Cup playoffs, where Super Eagles captain William Troost-Ekong has expressed pride in his teammates' determination and commitment after Nigeria's loss to DR Congo in the World Cup playoffs. Speaking after the game, Nigeria captain William Troost-Ekong said he was proud of the boys, but added that the loss was devastating for the team.
We're devastated as a team. I'm really proud of the boys. You know, these are moments where there's so much emotion. the boys gave it everything. It's not just this game, the games before, the last 10 months. And yeah, we went out fighting. It wasn't good enough today, but I think there's so much positive still to take from here. You know, there's an AFCON around the corner in 1 month's time. And yeah, I've seen so many players stand up, become leaders, the experience that they gained throughout this qualification. And yeah, I think the future of this team is bright. You know, we have so many young players also here, and they still have time to be at the next World Cup. But today is a really tough day, and all of us are really feeling it. You know.
So that was William Troost Eko, and that'll be all for sports with me, James on Hinba Makin. Up next is international news.
Magic pepper and onion, a delicious tomato mix with tomato, pepper and onion. No grinding, no blending. Ya yenini na da da da. So pa mediane no abin.
Come on, Gino, do your magic.
And papa no kunu abefi.
Tasty magic.
Gino Magic Pepper and Onion. The magic that brings them home.
This advert is FDA approved.
On the international front, former Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina, has been found guilty of crimes against humanity and sentenced to death. Sheikh Hasina was put on trial in absentia for various crimes against humanity allegedly committed during a deadly crackdown on student-led protests last year that ousted her from power. Charges made against her for murder, attempted murder, torture, and ordering the use of deadly weapons against the protesters, among others. The prosecutor demanded that Ms. Hasina be put to death if found guilty. Her state attorney argues that the police were forced to open fire in response to violent actions from the protesters. The International Crimes Tribunal, Bangladesh's domestic war crimes court located in the capital Dhaka, delivered the verdict amid tight security and in Hasina's absence after she fled to India in August 2024. Hasina got a life sentence and the charges for crimes against humanity and the death sentence for the killing of several people during the uprising. There was cheering and clapping in the court after the death sentence was pronounced. Now, the verdict can be appealed in the Supreme Court, but Hasina's son and advisor, Sajib, was told Reuters on the eve of the verdict that they would not appeal unless a democratically elected government took office with the Awami League's participation. In more news, a bridge at copper and cobalt mine in southeastern Congo collapsed due to overcrowding, killing at least a regional government official said Sunday. A report by the Congo's Artisanal and Small-Scale Mining Support and Guidance Service, or SEMPE, government agency last Sunday said there were some gunfire from soldiers at the site, sparked panic among the miners who rushed to the bridge, resulting in the fall that left them piled on top of each other, causing the death and injuries. While Mayonde puts the death toll at least 32. The report said at least 40 people had lost their lives. According to the report, presence of soldiers at the mine had long been at the center of a dispute between Wildcat miners, a cooperative meant to organize operations, and the site's legal operators. Congo is the world's largest producer of cobalt, a mineral used to make lithium-ion batteries for electric vehicles and other products, with Chinese companies controlling by 80%. That is all for international news. Up next is entertainment news. In entertainment, Captain Planet, a member of the defunct music group 4x4, has voiced strong disappointment over the outfit choices of some Ghanaian ladies at the just-ended 2025 Tidal Rave. In a post shared on X on November 16, 2025, he questioned the growing trend of what he described as overly revealing fashion at the event. According to him, he was shocked by numerous videos circulating online and even wondered about the professions of some attendees. I just see some dressing from yesterday's Tidal Rave. Charlie, some of these small girls, I don't know whether them be models or what the hell is happening in Ghana, he wrote. Meanwhile, the just-ended 2025 Tidal Rave witnessed thousands of attendees. During the concerts, Ghanaian artists such as Black Sherif, Jackie, Molly, Darko Vibes, Olive the Boy, Shatawale, among others, graced the event with spectacular performances. Nigerian musician Ira Star also brought her international flair to the stage as she performed songs like Hot Body, That Girl, and others. That's all for entertainment, and that's all for ABC Midday News here on ABC News Ghana Television. We stream live on Facebook at ABC News GH_. For more news, log on to our website at www.abcnewsgh.com. I am Peggy Nyakwabano. Enjoy the rest of your day.